We'll save your horse from a swarm of murder hornets on another episode of the Cowboy Rowdy Podcast.
Wait, Governor.
Know that I'm coming correct.
Let me talk to you guys about something that you can do both drunk and high that is extremely pleasant.
I think our podcast needs a budget for guns.
Cowboy Rowdy. Well, shoot, dang. Crack a cold one, baby. What is it with this fucking podcast?
Hey, it's your host, Cam Berry. Thanks for joining in. We got another exciting episode, and joining us as always, resident comedian and filmmaker, Anthony Barrera.
What's up? It's your boy on Baphomet, lost but never forgotten.
Mostly forgotten, always lost. Also here, Monterey Bay comic show producer, Michael Booth.
How's it going? What's up?
Thanks for joining. Glad everybody could be here. Beautiful, beautiful day. Also joining us, studio engineer Sebastian McCabe.
That's me. I'm here. I'm ready to record a fucking podcast.
Sebastian, have you done anything crazy to the studio since you've been in quarantine?
Yeah, I bought one of those steering wheel controllers for playing racing games with, but it didn't work, and I reinstalled Windows on my computer.
So you bought a wheel and then you trashed your computer?
Yeah.
So you've severely downgraded your setup during quarantine. You're like, you know what? People's lives are hard. Mine's gonna be hard. I'm with the people.
My computer does run a little bit smoother after that, though. So
really? So it all paid off in the end. That's all you have to worry about.
Let me understand this correctly. What you're telling me is that you bought the steering wheel and your computer got coronavirus.
Well, I didn't have to do that to my computer, so I guess really I'm the one who's responsible.
Oh, so
it's
gave
like
your
your
computer. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, your computer got coronavirus and you didn't take it to the hospital.
So you're the lab, and your computer is China, and now it's a virus.
We just want to state for the record that that's not actually what happened.
Oh, it's okay. We all know.
God damn it.
Just
hey, you might be entitled to some disability money if it is what happened. So don't knock on this theory just yet. We don't know how the virus works. Yeah, coronavirus. Yeah, it's a virus for crying out loud. It should be affecting computers. Okay, so
like you have
the first case of human to computer transmission of a virus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, y'all look a moppy AF. How you like my duds?
Where did you get your haircut?
Cameron's married, dude.
I think he described it perfectly.
Did
he said,
April
"How do
do
you
that
like my
for you?"
duds?" It's definitely a dud. So,
dude, you can't say that because not only has April been learning how to give fades, April's been learning boxing and jiu-jitsu now. She gonna F you up. You talk about her cut again, dude. She gonna cut
I
you.
am dangerously close to getting full scene kid hair.
I wasn't talking about Cameron. I just want to be straight here. I wasn't talking about her ability. I was merely talking about your appearance.
See, I'm like
good save, asshole.
right after I cut all my fucking hair off, now I'm like some sort of stockbroker in a movie or something.
You do look a little Wolf of
really
Wall Street. You do look a little Wolf of Wall Street. You look like the wolf of like the
I still
Backstreet.
stand by that you look like the lead singer of Alter Bridge, but now if he was in rehab.
Hey, listen, I'm better now.
You look like an anemic version of Michael Fassbender.
That means
a
lot.
You look like Fassbender if he was Captain America, but you're with the before he goes in the tank. You know what I'm saying?
He's Michael Fassbender playing Christian Bale from The Machinist.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that was so funny.
Okay, let's not all rag on Sebastian, though. Sebastian looks good. He's getting a little bit of the Brad Pitt long hair going. He's going to go Legends of the Fall Brad Pitt on us, and we're all going to be jealous.
Yeah, he's going to be Brad Pitt in World War Z soon.
Yeah, well, actually, he is pretty close to that.
Yeah. Need the scarf.
Yeah, he needs like 5 scarves. This is going to be awesome. How's the podcast been going? I heard you First and the 15th's blowing up, man. How's it been?
Oh, man, it's been great. It's not so much a comedy podcast, but it's always fun having people on and talking
entertaining,
about art.
man. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I love you and Jaime's passion. It's freaking entertaining to watch you guys. How about you, Michael? I know you've been blowing up. You had some big guests on our scene.
Yeah, it's been fun, dude. I do it in my closet, like you're seeing me right now. So, It sounds really cool, but it's just me in my closet talking to somebody in my screen, so it's fun.
What's sad is you can now get to declare space in your home for your business, and you chose the smallest room in your home. Like, you're going to get no write-off.
I'm trying to capitalize on square footage. I'm all about efficiency, dog.
I count the space in the shells. That's square footage. I put stuff up there. That's work.
No, you could. I could have a guest in here. There's space. I got another chair. What's up?
It'll be close
Please
quarters.
do all interviews in your closet.
You hear that
after the
fucking
quarantine.
quality coming through here right now? You hear that lack of echo?
Those coats are natural insulation.
Yeah, all these clothes are absorbing my loud ass voice. Like all my
And all the
these
giant-
Walmart
asbestos in the
Ford
ceiling
trucks?
is just, it's acting as soundproof.
Yeah, my tie-dye shirts are helping me in more ways than hurting.
You should burn them.
Okay, what are you fucking wearing? What is that, palm trees? You're talking
Yeah,
about
dude.
tie-dye shirts?
I'm on
Yeah,
island
palm
time over
trees.
here.
You're on island time. This fucking guy.
Yeah, I hear that
5
shit.
blocks somewhere.
Young Bad Island.
That's the only island he can afford to go to. Oh.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a Switch, so he can't play Animal Crossing.
He's actually
like a
raking in the
normal
cash
person.
money. He's gonna be the first
I
one
don't
to go
see
to
what the big
Cancun
deal
when
is
this
about
over.
Animal Crossing. It doesn't look like that much fun, honestly. It
Yeah, I
looks
haven't
like
played
an upgraded version of Farmville from back in the day.
Look, I would never play it.
You've
Last
got
time I
it all
crossed an animal, I got
backwards, man.
fucked up by a
It's like
goose.
the
It's like-
it's like the Mandela effect.
It's a downgraded
Farmville.
version of Farmville from back in the day.
Fuck off.
When they make a Farmville that's like closer to Grand Theft Auto, I'm down. Like if there's like cattle stealing and you can like steal a horse and stuff, that's pretty fun.
Yeah,
Farmville.
they made that. It's called Red Dead Redemption 2. That exists.
There you go.
I forgot. Did I play that game for a week? I played that game for an hour and then I stopped.
Yeah, it's a slow
There's too
burn.
much.
Playing
There's too much like
Spider-Man?
deep-seated hereditary racism in my family from that actual time period, so it's not so easy to me reflect
Wow.
on. It's like my grandparents dying in the snow. I'm like, I don't want to see this.
Oh, jeez, that got really dark.
For real.
Well, now you know I didn't play
It's
it.
like my grandparents dying in the cold. No one wants to see that.
Cool, bro.
Cowboy
So the
Rowdy
podcast
podcast.
is still going,
Yeah.
right?
I'm gonna say that now when people like show me something terrible. I'm like, this is like my grandparents dying in the cold. This sucks. This sucks, dude.
This first and foremost reminds me of cold death. Oh man, well, let's talk about something lighter than that. Let's go on to a better subject. Let's go into government reform, guys, because we haven't really tackled this subject heavy enough. We've talked about like interactions with the police and crimes that you can get away with, maybe. I don't know, but we haven't talked about like how to make a government where all these things don't need to be illegal. We don't need to be such a scumbag all the time. And I think we got to do it bit by bit because the government's a big beast. So I just got 4 little like hypotheticals. One of them's open-ended. The other are kind of, well, you'll see. There's 4 questions. I just want to ask you guys, what would you do if you had to pay for other services like you do for medical? For instance,
So, like,
the police.
overpriced, like, so much that you have to pay monthly to get somebody else to pay for it, like that kind of thing.
I mean,
Like,
essentially,
you have
what if you had to cover your
co-pays,
own?
all that shit.
Yeah, what if
I
you had
mean-
to cover your own on like the fire department?
Oh god, or like, could you imagine
Oh,
like,
fuck.
you call in a noise complaint or whatever, and it's not that anyone should ever do that, but you call in a noise complaint or whatever, and it's like,
Sounds
oh
like you
yeah,
called
do
in
you
a
have
noise
do you have a police department platinum membership?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ooh, how loud is it? We'll stop at 98 decibels if you're a platinum member, but gold, it's got to
I
get
can
over
only
130.
I can only drive
Otherwise,
by
there's
their
a
place. I
500
can't go inside.
Yeah, like
Otherwise, it's a
they'll stop an
$500
unarmed
deductible.
robber for like $1,000 a month, but if you want him to stop an armed robber, you got to pay like $2,000.
Yeah.
Like, does he
That's
have
so
a gun? No.
Yeah.
What if like they're trying to put your house out, like it's on fire, and they're like, "All right, we're here, we're ready to put the fire out. Do you have your fire insurance card?" You're like, "Oh, it's in the house." And they're like, "Sorry."
Yeah. Sorry, you only paid for 100 gallons of water. We used all of it. We gotta leave now.
Water
We
don't
put out
grow on
part of
trees,
it.
bud.
Yeah. Sorry.
Here's some
Yeah.
sand.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me that like when it comes to like trying to get your heart back pumping if it stops, like you have to have like some sort of setup in place. Like we can't just save you because you're dying on the inside. Your house got to be burning down. Like if I
Yeah.
have a heart attack, I'm just gonna light my house on fire. Like, oh come. Ah.
I think you just have to get verified on social media, and then all that goes away.
That's true. I'm trying
Yeah.
to
Then they
get check
want to
marks
put out
so
the
bad.
fire.
You just have to
Dude.
be important, and then
Yeah.
you can't die. You matter.
Yeah,
Other
full
people,
disclosure,
it's like, yeah.
Full disclosure, I'm down to suck a senator's dick.
Sir,
if
he
I get a
has
check
5.5 million followers. We have to save him.
Yeah, we have to
for
say
real.
the content is too important for the society.
I don't
The
care if his
influencers
name
are
is
the
Young
only thing.
Baphomet.
This is like, what's that? Oh man, it's like a
He's
utilitarianism.
getting closet
right?
fog.
Yeah.
This is like inverted utilitarianism, right? Like the one for the sacrifice one is good for the many. This is like we have to save the good, the one for the good of the many. Like it's like
Yeah,
backwards.
this is Ayn Rand's influencer hellscape.
That's
Oh
like,
my
guys,
God.
honestly, that's the first Anne Ryan reference we've had on the podcast. I never thought I'd see that day. I never
Good
thought
lord.
We went deep for that, dude.
Oh, he was
If
sitting
you
on
know,
that
you
pocket
know.
for a minute. He's like, government reform episode? Okay.
Can't wait to stick my chops on this.
Yeah, I have a deep cut that they'll never know is coming.
All right, so we know what you guys would do with like money for medical and stuff like that if you're planning your own government. Let me ask you a question here. Stimulus check or just stimulus? Is there something better the government could give you like right now, better than money for this scenario?
More money.
More
Yeah,
money is
more
better.
money.
Okay.
Job
So-
security.
So basic bitch, got it. Job
I
security.
think it would
like
be
that, I
sick
like
if
that.
the government just started pumping out like already retrofitted vans to live in for like all the homeless people and stuff. And then if you
That's
wanted to
actually
live
dope.
in one too, you could go get one and not live in your apartment anymore.
That's
That
actually
sounds
dope.
cool. I don't
I've
know.
heard that those things have like what's it called? Like $10,000 after you buy the van is like a good cost for like a nice quality one.
Yeah.
If you did that, that would be so much less than even like 4 or 5 months of like the mortgage payments or
Well,
whatever.
I've seen some
on a
dudes that
property.
go full speed into these vans, dude. They really take the time to like engineer
Oh,
some pretty
Oh.
cool stuff actually. Like the guy, and so I mean, just go with the base design, give it to people, and you know,
That'd
some
actually
people
be
maybe
dope.
could, yeah.
that'd actually be
I have,
dope.
And
Uh,
vans everywhere.
What you got, Anthony?
I have an idea. The government isolates a large piece of flat land and fills it full of loot. Now, you can take
Hunger
your
Games.
stimulus check, or you can take a bus ticket over there, but if you go there, it's anything goes. Like, whatever you see, you can
It is
take,
Hunger
but if
Games.
anyone sees you with it, they
Oh,
can
so it's
take
like a
it from
purge
you.
loot. It's purge
Yeah.
loot.
I'm so down
What-
for this. I'm so down for this. I don't even want the loot. I'm just gonna post up with a beanbag gun and start beanbagging people. Just like grab stuff.
People
Dang.
will have actual guns.
I'll hide,
Like,
but I'm gonna have
Cameron's
a beanbag
playing
gun.
like a
beanbags.
really defensive battle royale tactic right now. Like, listen, I'm just gonna camp out and wait
Camp
for
the outside
everyone else to
perimeter
kill
and
each
move
other.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, my greatest defense is zero greed. I want none of the loot. I'm just here to beanbag people. Dang, 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 dang. I'm
Oh
so
my
much more
God.
focused. They super want the food and stuff, and I'm just like bang, bang. Only want to shoot. That's my
be like, bang, bang,
strategy.
you turned down $1,200 for this. Bang, bang.
Yeah, worth it, worth it, worth it.
That's so funny.
Honestly, I like his stimulus plan. I like that a lot. Honestly, the van though, that's a sick idea, dude. That's actually.
I don't know. I was
really
just
sick,
thinking of
really
a way to like
achievable.
people could live in something that's like pretty like you can travel in it, you can live in it, like
And they're going to buy the vans from a U.S. auto manufacturer, and all the labor is going to be done here because they're not going to transport the vans to another country to get all the
That's what
work
I'm
done.
saying.
So that makes
and
a lot of
then
jobs.
everybody could take their vans to these new drive-in concerts and shit, and you can get high inside the van and watch the show. I'm just saying, dude. Let's start
What if you
banning
have a
again.
kid, though?
That here's the dope thing about
Dude,
that.
I don't
though.
give a shit about the people that have fucking kids, dude. Okay, I'm talking.
Okay, hold
about
on. You're
people-
killing the movement. You're killing the van movement. He just single-handedly crushed the van movement, bro. You
I'm
gotta get
sorry.
off comms when you're gonna drop that hate speech, bro.
I'm just the
Van
creator of this
project is
idea. I'm not gonna
halted.
see. I'm not gonna handle the logistics here. I'm just the creator. You know,
That's a PR
Just an
nightmare.
ideas man.
I'm just
Here's
an
the thing I
idea
like
guy.
about it too. If you have
You're
a
like
city where
Michael
there's a bunch of
Scott.
homeless people,
Just, dude, the people with kids weren't in my like vision when I was thinking about vans.
that's not my
So
wheelhouse.
over
I'm
70%
sure that
of the
I'm sure
population.
that I'm sure they would benefit greatly too. I shouldn't have said that. So I was just like, I was thinking like they would kill the vibe at the fucking concerts, you know. So I was like, fuck.
They
that,
might kill
you
the
know?
vibe. To fix that, we're gonna give their kids a van too. Let's do this. Okay, so how
Okay.
would your okay
Wow,
now
can you imagine that?
you're-
Like 5 vans, just like one of them's totally wracked. This little kid just
Dude,
like fucking.
that's
parking
cool,
lots,
man.
the playgrounds, or just have vans crashed into all the slides all the time. Just kids
like a
driving right
derby.
through them.
Yeah. There gets like they like start like it's like instead of it's like van
The vans are
fighting.
free. They don't care about it.
These are
Yeah.
very low cost vans.
They start betting on the vans. It becomes like a side scandal.
They end up buying the vans from China. They're like $200
Oh,
go-karts with a
man.
shell on them. They put a Playhouse shell on them and send them over. Okay, so now that we've decided how we would handle medical and stimulus programs for our ideal governments, how would your super government handle a pandemic scenario? And like, you don't gotta like rag on our government. I'm just talking about like let's build a better scenario. You got this van society. You got these people doing these Hunger Game tactics, and then this pandemic breaks out. Like, what do you? And of course, in Sebastian's scenario, there's just so much money. So what do you guys? What do you guys do? What would your ideal response to this pandemic be?
I would
I
come
mean-
in. I would want the looting to happen, right? I
We
would definitely
gotta
want the looting
get-
to happen.
Still
Right.
behind the
Gotta
loop.
start. The people
But
don't
see,
need
that's
money.
just
They're
the
just gonna buy
beginning.
loot.
Like, that's only one area, one region. I want this thing to become an international thing for relief efforts, you know? Like, put that shit in Africa. Put that shit in, like,
You don't want to do that shit in Africa.
Rwanda, you know?
The lions
like,
are going to gather to the loot. There's going to be a lion pit instantly. You don't want to do that shit in Africa.
No, we want to do that, you know? It'll be helpful to everyone. The bloodbath
Everyone
itself
needs
will,
help.
you know?
Everyone needs help.
This is
Yikes.
Anthony's has become like a sort of population control tactic.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
trying
Whoa,
to
that's-
whoa,
tell
no-
everybody.
nobody
I don't
said
know if I'm that
anything about
into.
population control.
I mean, you didn't
No
say
one
it
said
directly,
anything about-
of course. You didn't say it directly.
No one
but,
said
I mean,
anything about ethnic cleansing. No
He's
one
like,
said anything
why
about
would I
final
try and
solution.
control that which
Whoa,
I'm trying
see,
to
you're
destroy?
saying those words. We aren't saying those words. You said those words, young Baphomet, okay? No one here said anything like that.
So
Okay,
I'll have my team get
okay,
back to you on
family
that.
hater.
Yeah,
I'm
mister,
like-
I don't give a shit about kids.
He's like, don't kill people. Only people who have children. What are you?
I didn't say anything about killing them, dude. I just don't want them to ruin the vibes. That's all I'm saying, bro. Don't kill the vibes, with your children.
What's the vibe on the pandemic? I do like that you did the van concerts because that's gonna be a lot of social distancing.
see, dude.
It'll be sponsored by Vans.
Here's the problem though. When you go
Dude,
to a concert,
Anthony, you're ruining it already, dude.
here's the problem. You go to a concert.
I'm
okay,
ruining
picture
it.
this.
You're killing kids.
Picture this. Everybody in the concert has a van right there, like right there. So if at any moment a song comes on, you're like, "Ooh, I like this song," and some girls there, she's like, "Yeah, I like this song," and you're like, "Well, your van or mine?" Like you're right there. There's gonna be so many STDs at concerts. Concerts are gonna be like
Whoa,
public swimming
dude.
pools.
You're getting.
You know how many
getting-
babies are going to be made at those concerts?
Yeah,
Yes,
See,
actually, you're gonna have a population boon as soon as you reopen. these
You guys
concerts.
are getting a little too out of hand here. I'm just talking about having fun. I'm not talking about fucking like having kids and shit, man. I don't know. You guys are getting a little too.
I think the vans might inherently start to ruin the vibe in the vans.
The people that are having kids in the vans are killing the vibes, dude. Don't have kids in your fucking van.
What if you put out a message like, "Look, we
You have to
gave
sign
these
a
vans
waiver.
away."
That's the new thing, okay? You guys are making
You
me say it.
dispersed Plan B.
You gotta sign a waiver that you
I
won't
knew
have
it was
kids in
turning
the
into
van.
China. I knew it was going to turn into China if
You have to be,
Magpul started
like-
giving out vans. It
You have to
sounded
be
communist to
chemically
begin with.
castrated to
It
become part of
sounded
this van
communist to
commune.
begin with.
It sounded.
You can have your. We're going to call them Mao vans. Don't ask why. But you
Wow,
can't have
this
any babies.
This has really gone south.
Sebastian,
south for me,
Sebastian,
guys.
I want to know
stand
your
by what I
world.
said. Just don't kill the vibes with your kids. That's all I'm trying to say. This whole time, that was what I was trying to say from beginning to end. That's all you should take away
Sebastian.
from this. Don't take away anything else.
How about Sebastian? How much money is the government going to give you to keep you happy?
Yeah, what's it take with all that money to work on a pandemic? What would you do in the Moneybags universe that you're creating here?
I would like pay rent, my bills.
Come on.
I
So
think. Okay, here's the real move. So, the government, right? all of these people are all out of work, right? Because all of their businesses are closed. But here's what we do. We send them all to, build the vans, right? Because someone's going to need to build these fucking vans. But because we have to have social distancing at the factory, these vans take a super long time to make. So we've created like millions of jobs, right, to build these vans because they have to build them so slow. So that's our step for job creation. We pay those people, whatever, and like give them, whatever benefits just to, keep them happy, right? We don't want them bolting for the loot zone, for Anthony's fucking loot zone. We don't want them doing that because then they'll all die and then we'll run out of vans.
I love your hybrid that you endorse like half of Michael's communism, but then you also turn over and you're like, listen, we gotta quarantine these people from Anthony's fucked up place because they're savages. This is not right.
Listen, dude, I'm just giving the people what they
Sebastian's a real
want.
problem solver, dude.
He's like the true American. He's all about that money first, and then he'll steal everybody else's good ideas.
The
He's
answer
like
is right.
the
Exactly.
yeah. He's the moderate. Like we have these extremes, and he's like, I'm gonna meet in the middle here. I'm gonna give you guys.
I like how giving every American a van and then locking up people who loot. Like,
Whoa! Nobody said anything about locking people up.
I don't know
No one
about
said
that.
anything
You
about
definitely-
internment camps. No one said anything
not what
about.
he
You're
said.
all saying these words again. You said all these words that we haven't said. Let the record show. Let the record show that
banned people
Anthony
from
said
having
everything.
children.
Anthony
He
said
banned
final
people.
solution in internment camps. We didn't say those words. That was all Anthony.
No one. Well,
Your wordplay was
said
poetic.
that. No one else fucking said that except
That's
for
what I'm
you.
saying. Anthony said those words.
Listen,
You did
stop
not.
saying final solution, Michael.
I said
Your
one.
wordplay was poetic and
You said it more than I have.
Okay, so here we go. I got this one now. This is kind of to test your competency, just to give everyone who's listening kind of an idea to how serious they should take your guys' advice. So we're going to go round robin. I want you guys to take turn. We're all going to try and get to 5, okay? I'm going to have you name 5 video games, and I'm also going to have you try and name 5 political leaders.
That's easy. I'll
Can
go first.
And we
Okay,
have to.
so we'll
we
go
have to
round
all have
robin.
Different ones.
We'll go round robin. We can't repeat. So we'll do one each of them, and then we'll let the next person go.
Alright.
So you want to go, Anthony?
So you want all my video games right now?
No, just
Just
one
5?
video game, one
5.
political leader. Just
Oh,
one
Call of Duty 1. The first Call of Duty.
Okay, give me a political
Andrew.
leader.
Joseph Kony.
Joseph Kony. I don't know who that is, but I'll believe you. Do you know what his actual position is?
Yeah, he was the leader of the Children's Army of the Congo.
Okay, you went darker than you were supposed to with your very first that's the first political leader on your head? It's like, who are some very important political figures?
I just watched the Kony 2012 video again, so that's why it's so fresh in my
Oh,
mind.
It's
okay.
fresh in your mem, dude.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go next, bro. You know what? I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it real hard right here. I'm gonna go Fortnite, Donald Trump, dude.
That's the man of the people right there. That man's trying to get
That's
elected.
That's the
Basic
most
bitch right
American
there.
answer you could give. I bet. Like,
There's no more American hacks. What do you got, Seb?
Grand Theft Auto 3 and Boris Johnson,
Boris Johnson,
the Prime Minister of the UK.
is it the older guy?
He's the guy who kind of looks like Trump a little bit.
He kinda
if
looks
you
like
tried to
Gary
draw Trump
Busey.
from memory.
Yeah, he's like Trump
Yeah,
and Gary Busey
kinda.
mix. That's the guy.
Yeah.
That's Boris
That's how I
Johnson.
remember that guy. He kind of looks like Gary Busey a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say Fable and Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada.
Ah, nice.
All
Trudeau's
right.
the one I was gonna say next.
Hey, wait.
know,
you
that's why I
said you
picked
said
it.
5. There's only 4 of us.
No, we're doing 5 total each. I want to see if you guys can get through. I know you
Oh,
guys got
okay,
5
okay,
video
okay.
games. But
You know
if everybody
Trudeau
else
was
picks
caught
part-
in a corruption scandal, right?
Everyone
That
is.
That dude's caught in like 6
But it
different
was, like, a pretty
blackface
big one.
scandals. You're surprised
Yeah.
about
Hey,
any other
Anthony.
scandal?
In case you didn't
I'm
remember,
just
I
saying.
said. In case you remember, I said Donald Trump, dude.
Yeah. You
Listen,
can't be in a
that's what I expect
scandal
from you.
and not be a leader. All right, what you got, Anthony? Give me number 2.
Halo 3 and fucking Dianne Feinstein.
Dan Feinstein. Now, Dan Feinstein is a political leader?
Yeah.
Leader might be pushing it.
I mean, technically, that's one of her titles.
Okay. What did you got, Michael?
Gears of War 2, And then I think it's the leader of Germany. It's like the lady that didn't shake hands with Trump and that one.
And her name is?
What's her name, Michael?
Don't know the name.
Then
I
pick
know
someone
Michael's
else.
I know that's a leader, dude. Okay.
So Michael's
No,
out.
it doesn't count.
Don't
Yeah,
count.
you literally the whole
Damn
thing
it.
is to name
I'll
the
give you
leader.
her last name,
That was the
Merkel.
one part you didn't have.
Is she the leader of Germany though? Am I at least right there?
There is
Yeah,
a lady
Germany
who rules
does
Germany.
have a leader. You're right.
No, fuck off. Is that the leader of Germany or not?
You didn't even give a name.
It's
We don't know what
who?
you're talking about.
I
It's
don't
There's lots of
know,
What's her
dude.
name?
There was just a video where
Why
she
would you
wouldn't
pick
shake
that?
Donald Trump's hand because that's all I saw.
Holy
I just saw
What
the
you guys
video.
have? What you guys have? Don't tell him. He has to figure this out on his own.
Motherfuckers.
He's in the closet. He'll never find out.
He's in the closet. I hope we not made that joke yet.
Seb, get off the Google. Well, who's your political leader?
Okay, I got a video game. I've got Forza Motorsport 4. And for a political leader, I'm going to go with Tony Abbott, the former Prime Minister of Australia. He was the one who bit into a whole raw onion once.
I was hoping you were going to say Tony Curtis because I like him.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, so for 2, I'll go EverQuest and Emmanuel Macron, the leader of France. What you got?
I'm gonna go with Battlefield 1 and Mussolini.
Oh,
Can we
we
get
can
a
name
can we get a
historical
full
people?
name? Can we get a
You want a
full name?
current?
Can we get a full name?
Benito
Yeah, bro.
Mussolini.
Okay.
I'm naming currents.
You're
Let's
naming
go with
bad
fucking
choices.
name
You couldn't
anything,
even name
Michael.
the last one, dude.
I'm only
You
naming
didn't name
currents, bro.
anything. You're
You
not
named a
naming
country.
them, though.
I'll give you,
You
half
guys
a point
named
per
all the
country.
ones that I knew before I got to go again, and so I fucking
named
Sucks
one.
for you.
fuck off. There was like 4 or 5 before I went
You
again.
named the most obvious one, Donald Trump.
He literally got Donald Trump, and that's it.
I was gonna say Trudeau, and I was gonna say the fucking one that Anthony said.
All right, then it's your turn.
Assholes. I know you can name past. Of course I know historical leaders, you fucking dicks. I was going for current. I was trying to make it a challenge.
Current was implied.
Yeah.
So thank you,
So
Fred.
fuck
you're
off.
into
Don't
that.
say Mussolini, you chooch.
Michael, you have no argument in this. You couldn't remember anyone.
I don't know current. I don't pay attention. I'm just gonna say it. I don't pay
Clearly.
attention.
Do you know the senator for California?
No.
The Speaker of the House?
Nope.
Nancy Pelosi?
I'm telling you, I don't pay attention, bro. Like,
Nancy
I don't pay
Pelosi.
attention. I straight up don't pay attention. I'm telling you.
Clear,
So
yeah.
that van idea is really going
I
down the
straight
tubes.
up like do not look at it.
No
All right.
kids.
I actually
no
like block
leaders.
it out, dude. To be honest with you, I just force it out. I don't,
Okay, who's,
don't care.
who's next?
I don't
Are
give
we
a
still?
fuck.
Like,
I
I
don't
close my
watch it.
eyes
That-
when it comes on the feed on my
That
phone.
may give him an advantage. Okay, so do you guys want to keep going between the 3 of us and see who can last? At this point, if we're going historical figures, it's going to be crazy.
How
'cause
about we
there's
just
40
let
US
Michael do
presidents.
historical figures?
Well, I mean, if we do U.S. presidents, I think all of us can name like 50. Even
Yeah, I
though
can
there's
go
not
through
been
a
50
bunch of
presidents.
historical leaders. I just can't name any current because I don't fucking give a fuck.
Yeah, it's not about that life. He's not about it.
Yeah,
not
so you
about
can do
that
historical,
political
we'll do
life.
current.
Okay, so let's do this. I got an next segment we can roll into. I think we established that we're all not that great at pretty much anything politics or government related, but we're about to find out who is worse at it. So this is called Scumbag or Politician. And I'm going to read some crime stories, and you guys tell me if you think this was just an everyday, average American or whoever, or if you think this was a political leader. So
If
the
you have
first
smoking crack, then the Detroit mayor.
And the mayor of
So,
Toronto.
always. Okay, so here it is. So-and-so, blank name, was charged with felony grand theft after being caught on video surveillance, allegedly shoplifting $2,445 from the San Francisco Neiman Marcus store.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Neiman
say
Marcus
political
is
figure.
high end. That sounds like something that like some, I don't know, like state assemblyman or some shit like that would get caught doing. Like someone kind of low level.
Yeah.
That's my vote. I think that was a political figure. That
Yeah, I'm
did
gonna
that.
go. I'm gonna go political.
You go political. So we got all political. This is Democratic Assemblywoman Mary Hayashi. Bang, bang, bang,
There
bang,
we
bang,
go.
bang.
There we
You
go.
guys pegged that so fast. Seb was like, "Well, I've seen a lot of
The
low-level
crime
politicians
scene-
stealing
it
from
seems
that
like, yeah,
Neiman Marcus."
It seems like if the crime is like relatively minor, it's a politician, you know.
It was over $2,000 of theft. What are you talking about, minor?
At Neiman Marcus, that's like 3 handbags, though. That's not like that much shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Anthony.
So let's check this one out.
Yeah,
Talk to me like you
that's
know
a
about
lot
that
of money.
place. You've never been there.
No, I
I've never
haven't
been
because
there.
I can't afford to. I'd have
I
to
was
steal
talking to
something.
Michael.
Oops. So this next person, their crime was when they were talking to a news reporter in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. They then pulled a concealed weapon out to a third stranger and started threatening to murder them on camera.
As much
Politician-
as it sounds like...
I don't want to say it. That's a scumbag.
That's
yeah,
a
I
scum-
think that one was just a regular person.
No politician would ever do that on camera.
I'm gonna go political just because.
Frederick Wintle, political leader, pointing a handgun at a
Gang,
man
gang,
point blank
dude.
range at a
What was-
Dunkin'
what
Donuts
was his-
while being interviewed by a reporter.
What was his job?
He
Was he
did
like
not
a-
have a legal right to conceal a weapon. And then he
Well,
pulled
right,
it
well,
out.
right, but like, what was
What is
you know?
what is his position?
He was, I think he was like a senator maybe at that time. It was like a little while ago, but he
not a
wasn't low
senator
level.
anymore.
He wasn't low level. He's way gone. Okay, so this next one, this is pretty crazy. This seems like, but compared to the others, it's actually not. So in Mississippi, a man attacked sanitation workers who were coming to his house doing routine maintenance, and he attacked them with a shovel, and then was later reported on by the local housing authority.
I'm gonna go say political figure because they hate the labor force.
Dang. What
I'm
you
gonna
got
say, this is a tough one, because it seems like something that's like Florida man would do.
Well, it happened in Mississippi, so
That's
Well,
pretty close to Florida.
Mississippi, whatever.
Pretty close.
It's the same thing. Doesn't matter.
it's the South.
It's like Florida with more frogs. It's the same thing.
Yeah, hey, California pays for their whole fucking state to keep running anyway, so I don't give a shit.
You just pissed off all of Mississippi.
We just lost every Mississippi listener.
Yeah, hey, send me
them.
insults by fucking carrier pigeon. I'll be here.
Do they have podcast technology in Mississippi yet?
No.
I think they have one
I think-
microphone.
I think this one is a regular person.
Regular person.
I was wrong last time, but I'm sticking with that.
I'm gonna go scumbag on this. It sounds like
Scum.
yeah. It sounds like a fucking bad guy.
I'm just gonna say, no matter what, if you're attacking your sanitation workers with a shovel,
Yeah,
it's a
you are a
scumbag move.
scumbag.
So technically, it fits the
You're
scumbag
trying to
category
clean your place
regardless.
up, and you're just
Yeah.
Is it a politician though?
This
Did I win?
is a politician. This is
Yes,
Chris
right.
Massey, the Republican from Mississippi. Get out of here
my
with the cleaning
God.
of my property and
Wow.
the taking out of the
Told you,
trash.
fucking hate the labor force.
Not good.
If you had to ask me, like, now that I think about it, Republican from Mississippi, I feel like
Right?
they chase
That dude's
people
got
off with a
shovels
shovel.
on the
You're
ready.
Like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Surprised it wasn't a
Okay.
shotgun.
He has
Yeah.
like a he has
At
a
least
gar-
he didn't shoot him.
he has a
Yeah.
gardening shovel and then he has a chasing shovel and you don't want him to get the chasing shovel.
No, it's serrated and sharpened.
See, if it was Alabama,
Jeez.
it wouldn't be a shotgun, it'd be sexual harassment.
True.
That one was a hot take.
All right.
Just pissed off
got-
all
you
of
got it.
Alabama. Like,
Do you got
Okay.
any more for us, Cameron?
Okay, so that's it for the murder politician or scumbag. But I do have
Our
I do have a
Michael's
last.
hit rate was like 100% almost.
He was almost 100%. I'm not gonna
almost,
lie.
I was
Except he missed
close. I was
Uh,
almost there.
which is
That-
the same as me, I would like to add.
I just
Yeah,
thought a
everybody
politician,
actually-
attacking people with a shovel. I thought that was above people in politics, but
Yeah.
I really.
Yeah, you said someone pointed a gun at another person on camera. Was.
Is that crazy that a politician of all people is doing that? You forget that they're the same as us. Like they're the same as us. They're just
And
normal
yet somehow I feel like they would still give vans to people with kids. So I feel like I'm just.
people. So I can't help but have a little
I
bit of
can't
support.
help but feel like it might be. Yeah, fucking hell, damn it.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys some questions now for this new. This is like a one-time segment called Murder States, and basically the idea of the bit is I'm going to compare crime statistics across the states and see how closely you guys know how the different states relative to each other act. How well do you know your fellow statesmen? So first off, how many states are there? Do you guys know?
50 and a few territories.
Hey, there should be 51. DC, statehood now.
There you go.
Oh wow.
So, you guys got a pretty good memory. Yeah, 50 with 2
I would
territories.
have said
and
Puerto
then-
Rico, but, DC.
So, which do you think has the highest murder rate?
I think...
Michigan. Because Detroit.
I'm going to guess California just because we have the highest population.
Okay, let's go to Michigan. See how it stacks up first.
Wait, we have to get Michael's answer.
Yeah, everybody get your input first, and then I'll read the numbers off.
I don't know.
Well, don't look it up, you bum. What are you doing? You're supposed to
I'm
just
gonna
think about it. Give me a
say-
stick. You piece of shit.
He's tired of being wrong.
He is. His ego got hurt. He's just like, this
No,
ain't
I'm
gonna
just
be
trying to
another.
think. I'm just trying to think right now. I can't even think of I don't know, man. Florida.
What about,
I
New
don't know.
York?
Say Florida. I don't know.
I'm going to be
Florida.
mad if it's like Montana or something.
It's
So we
definitely
got.
not Montana.
So we got Florida, we got Michigan, and then what did you say? California, Seb?
California, yeah.
Okay, so this is the murder per capita for 100,000 residents. So it's 6 for Michigan. Okay, 6 per 100,000. California currently rocking a 4.9. 4.9. Let's see what Florida stacks up at. Florida, 5.4.
Oh, it's
Okay,
close.
Michigan takes it.
It's
So
close.
who's number one?
Florida wins.
Oh, okay, Florida's
What?
number
I thought
one.
Michigan was 6.
Oh wait, Michigan was 6? I already forgot. You can't have me remember 3 numbers at a time. This is not fair. I can't do all the work on here. Oh, it was
Just
6.
keep all
Okay,
the
yeah, so it
numbers.
was.
Yeah, no,
so
I win.
Michigan, California, and then Florida is so much more safe than California and Michigan.
Well,
Wow, so did we actually just guess the top 3 then successfully?
No, I don't think we did. Let's check here. Mississippi, 8. We called it with Mississippi, dude. We fucking
Damn.
called that shit. Missouri, 8.8. Holy shit. They get to murdering down there. Nevada, 7.6. New Hampshire has like none. That's crazy.
Hey, dude, you know what the number 1 is? Alaska with 8.
What the fuck?
Alaska's... Dang.
Well, 'cause
Alaska's
it's so
doing it
small,
dirty.
right?
Well, no. Hold on. No. You missed that one. Because guess what? Puerto Rico rocking about 20, dog. 19.9. Yeah, you don't want
Hey,
to
man,
fuck
it's
with
okay,
Puerto Rico. If you're trying to kill people, Puerto Ricans do it the best, man. They got knives. They know how to use them.
Or no, might not do it the best, but they do it the most often.
Yeah, for sure. Holy shit. Okay, now let's go into something that I think is going to surprise some people.
Louisiana is 11.
God damn.
Louisiana gets it. Get
Go to
Louisiana.
New Orleans,
So
next
next time someone says they're from New Orleans, I'm like, well, I'm from. Don't shoot me, please. That's my favorite.
Mardi Gras ain't
nationality
worth
to
it.
claim. All right, so let's do this. Who do you think has the most motor vehicle theft state?
California.
New York. Just because of New York City, I think brings their
I'm
average
gonna
up.
say Texas.
Texas. So California, just because I'm familiar. I live in a city that I think was like famous for car thefts. That's why I think California's high. Here's the actual numbers. I say, what were they? California, New York, and what was the other one?
Texas.
Okay, let's do Texas first. At the bottom T.
Wait, did you say
Texas.
car theft?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like
I thought
motor
you
vehicle
said
theft.
death by car.
No.
And you picked Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
that
because
jives.
everyone's just driving
jives.
around throwing fucking Coors Lights out of their trucks, crashing into each other.
Either way, his guess is still pretty valid. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so
They're just running people down every day.
we'll just pretend like Michael's answer was for the right question. So we'll start with Texas. So
Yeah, I
Texas
definitely
has,
don't think Texas steals cars. I don't know.
Texas has
Yeah, you just find them out in
247.
the field.
They have
No, there's that
247.
hand on a hard body documentary. They don't steal.
Oh,
They'll
that's
fucking-
true. That's true.
They'll fucking
They're
stand there
honorable.
for 2 days for a car.
They're honorable. They respect a
Yeah.
vehicle. It's like stealing a horse. Like they take it serious over there. So yeah, they got 247 car thefts per 100,000 capita. Okay, and then we had Texas, and then what was the other one besides California?
New York.
New York.
New York. Okay, so New York. New York has 72 car thefts per 100,000. It's less than a third. Here's why I think nobody owns a car in New York, so you can't steal
That's
it.
true.
Gang.
That's
Um,
true.
Let's go to California. California, 450. California has so freaking many. God dang.
Yep.
15% of the crime in California is car theft. that.
I mean, we've
Someone
got
on
the
a
most
Honda.
people and the most cars, so it makes
Yep.
sense.
But if everybody has a car, why are we stealing cars? This is terrible. If everybody has a car, we
Well,
shouldn't
because you
be
have to
stealing
get
cars.
one that passes smog, so when your one that you stole doesn't pass smog anymore, you just steal another one.
So in
You
order
throw it
to
in the
avoid
chop
breaking
shop.
the smog law, you commit Grand Theft Auto. Okay, this is some scumbag priority decision making, but I
Wait,
like it.
what's that Texas numbers?
So Texas was 457 or 247. It was about 10% of their state crime.
Not
Damn,
bad.
I'm
per
just
capita
bodying every segment, dude.
Dude,
Every segment.
here's some honorable mentions
Every
though.
segment.
Colorado and Utah, surprisingly crazy amount of car theft going on over there. Utah makes sense. Probably a lot of people trying to steal their car and drive away from Mormonism. Like, you gotta get out,
Get out of Utah.
out, just jump in the minivan and run. So
Just
yeah,
pissed
there's
off
some
the
states-
Mormons.
Escape.
So I gotta ask you guys now. We've talked a little bit about like some jokes. We talk about how we would like things changed, how we'd like things better, how we could improve things, what our ideas are and stuff. Then we've seen what our knowledge is of the current settings. What are some of you guys' takeaways from this episode, man? What you guys learn?
I think I've proven that I'm smarter and more aware of my surroundings and political, environments. And
Very
it's your boy on
conceited of you.
Baphomet. You know what I'm saying?
Are you trying to plug yourself for a campaign coming up? You are really trying to build some value there. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I'm running for
I'm
state
happy to-
assemblyman of Mississippi.
No.
Happy to
You should
endorse.
shoot somebody in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. What do you got there, Michael?
I'm not politically aware. I knew that going into this, and now everybody knows. So, I knew, but now everyone that knows and listens knows. I don't pay attention at all. Doesn't mean I'm an idiot. Just means I just don't really like to pay attention to news stuff, really. So,
For the record, you knew
politics happen to
Germany
be part
had
of the
a-
news, so I just don't really fucking care. But
For the record, you knew Germany had a female prime minister, and you knew that she had said stuff. So
yep, I knew she didn't shake Donald Trump's hand, because that's all I saw when I was
On Twitter.
on something, yeah, like that. Yep, there you go.
it set a strong political impression, though.
I
which is
do know
important.
that Trump was recently to Honeywell factory and didn't wear a mask, right? Is that true?
Oh yeah, a factory that makes
Bam!
masks. Yeah.
Aware as fuck, people. There you go. I know everything.
And he
Did you know
totally
that a member of
redeems
White House
himself.
staff has tested positive for COVID?
Yes, I saw that yesterday. It was one of the valet drivers,
Oh,
correct?
look at that.
Ah,
Maybe
I'm
the bad
aware
idea
as
has some
fuck.
life.
Ah.
You couldn't come up with Mike Pence?
Michael's woke
I was
as
gonna
fuck,
say
dude.
Mike Pence, but I didn't know. Here's the thing. Hold on. I didn't know if we were gonna go into like vice presidents and stuff like that. I thought it had to be like just straight up like the top dogs, And I just don't know a lot of them by name, but I do know that
They exist.
I know that they're there, and I know that they're people, and they make way more important decisions than I make. Which is, am I gonna get high
For
right
the
when I wake
best.
up or not? So that's about as far as I go in my day. When I wake up, am I gonna get stoned? Yep. Okay, that's how
He's
it's
like,
going.
yup.
So
And that's the last
there you
decision
go.
I'm
That's the
making today.
takeaway. And yeah, fucking stay active, people.
What you got, Sebastian?
Man, that just kind of threw me for a loop a little bit, honestly. We don't all have to be so well informed, I kind of wish that I was less well informed sometimes.
You're looking for that blissful state that Michael resides in.
Yeah, I wish I could get back there, but because I am a government employee, I kind of there's no way of avoiding it. So
He was going to foreign nations. He works with political leaders.
I don't work with put it this way, these people are not exactly making the critical decisions to our nation's well-being. But,
True.
yeah, I wish I could just be a little bit less well informed sometimes. It sounds nice.
Oh my God, this was a funny one. My takeaway is that this was much more fun than I expected. My word, dude. Thank you guys for taking some time out to do this. This was fun as fuck. This is a good
Peace out.
Go read a book.
Stay hydrated.
one. Mucho take it easy, baby girls. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at campbz.berry and YouTube at CB Comedy.
I am on Instagram, Seinfeld, SIGHN Feld, and also Fuckerberg.
Young Baphomet _ on Instagram and the fucking Twitter machine.
And I'm at _M Booth on Twitter and Instagram, and then Facebook, YouTube, Michael Booth. And don't forget to check out the Cowboy Rowdy Podcast on Instagram, and also the Cowboy Rowdy Podcast on Facebook.